Hi, I'm Noel. You're going to love this Just for Kids video. If you're having a little trouble with the picture on the TV now, maybe you just need to adjust the tracking on your VCR. That's the little switcher button just at the bottom of your tape player. If you need help, just call Mom or Dad or Big Brother or Big Sister. They'll help you. And be sure you stay tuned after the show, because I'm going to tell you how you can get a free video. See you soon and enjoy the show.
What's little on top and big in the middle and pink all over? The answer to the riddle is my friend Serendipity, the pink dinosaur. Serendipity do, serendipity be. Wow, what a wonderful world we'd have if we all could be loving and caring, giving and sharing, like my friend Serendipity. Serendipity do, serendipity be. Everyone everywhere could have fun if we'd all agree to live and let live, learn how to give, like my friend Serendipity. Serendipity do, serendipity be. I love Serendipity and she loves me. Beneath the star-filled sky, the world-famous oceanographic vessel, the Caprice, steams into the frigid waters of Antarctica. On board is a young boy named Bobby. Because his parents are marine biologists, Bobby has been lucky enough to travel on the Caprice to some very interesting places. This, however, is his first trip inside the Antarctic Circle.
What a beautiful place.
Isn't this a beautiful day?
I'm so glad that we brought Bobby with us. It's amazing to think that you could live your whole life and never get to see the magnificence of this place.
Bobby is a lucky boy, all right. They say that travel is the best teacher, and I think that's very true.
That's a nice thought.
Hey, this trip is great. We were just saying that we're glad that you're with us. So do you like being an explorer? That's my boy.
We'll all be going ashore tomorrow, Bobby, and we'll be really busy.
Busy with experiments?
Yes, of course. We are all going to take samples of plankton and then drill and analyze ancient ice cores, Bobby.
Can I help with your work, Dad?
Well, if it's all right with your mother.
Please, can I help? Of course. But you'll have to go to bed early so you'll be sharp for tomorrow. Then you know I will.
That's right. I talk, and I'm also freezing out here.
Huh. This has got to be magic.
Ah! Don't you believe it? It's just me, humble Pila Pila, simple bird of paradise.
Pila Pila?
Yeah, now let me out of here. How about it?
But,
Look, kid, I happen to know that there's a nice, warm, first-class cabin over there right off the deck that would suit me just fine. And quit looking at me like that. It's not my fault that I'm on this icebreaker. I just landed on this tub to rest my wings, and one of the crewmen threw me in this cage. When I found out we were headed for Antarctica, I just about died. I'm not cut out for this cold weather bit. I don't have the down for it.
okay, I'll help you.
Thanks, pal. You're a real sweetheart.
Hey! Oh. Why don't you fly home?
Cut the jokes, kid. It's freezing out there. I'm not going to strain my wings flying over the ocean vacation, I'm taking the boat back.
All right, but where do you live?
Paradise, kid. That's where I'm from. But I can't tell anybody where it is because then it wouldn't be paradise.
Oh.
You've got to be the strangest bird in the whole world, Pila.
What makes you say that?
I didn't know birds could talk.
I'll tell you, kid, there's a lot in this world you don't know, huh?
Huh?
Bobby, I thought I heard voices.
It's that bird.
What? Are you trying to teach him some tricks?
He can talk.
He can talk? Well, that's nice.
Say something for the captain. Show them that you can talk, Pila.
Pila? Well, he certainly is noisy enough.
Please believe me. He can.
Sure, he can talk. I believe you. Now go to bed now, Bobby. Good night.
Now the captain thinks I'm nuts. But I was talking to you, wasn't I, Pila?
Yeah, sure you were, kid.
Oh.
The next morning, Bobby and the team of scientists landed on Antarctica. The team was very excited about this adventure. They quickly set up their equipment and began their experiments. Summer here was short, so they had to make the best of their time.
Have them put the equipment over there, please.
Bobby was happy to be back on land. He had thought that Antarctica would be all snow and ice, but he was finding plenty of things here to interest him.
Hello, little penguin. My name is Bobby, and how are you today? Bobby, don't go too far. All right. Oh! Penguin, you and I are going to be good friends, okay?
Hours must have passed since the glacier they were on had broken up. When Bobby regained consciousness and looked around, there was no sign of his parents nor any of the others. Their ship had disappeared. Bobby found himself floating away on an iceberg, drifting with the ocean current. He felt cold, afraid, and very alone. Bobby resigned himself to the fact that he would certainly drown or freeze to death in the ice floe. But suddenly, something remarkable happened. A strong current pushed him quickly toward the warm waters of the South Pacific. Bobby became so warm that he removed his heavy winter gear. As the hot sun melted his iceberg, Bobby began to see that a large pink sphere was frozen inside. When all the ice melted, Bobby rode the sphere into the tropical waters. For days and days he was adrift on the high seas. Over the horizon from Bobby sailed a boat full of trouble, piloted by the scourge of the seven seas, Captain Current.
What have you found, man? Like a school of dolphin for me to harpoon?
That be nothing but a suffering bird of paradise, Madlark. It's too bad for him I'm in such a foul mood.
You singed my tail feathers! You nasty bum!
Target practice always improves me bad temper.
I'm exhausted. I can't make it. This island is just too far away for me.
You're always grumbling.
Lord Winston, I was just flying
I
in.
know. This time, do you think you'll be able to abide by the laws of the island during your stay?
I need a rest. I'm not looking to cause trouble.
Come on, then. I'll take you the rest of the way to the island, Pila.
Well, that's really nice of you, Lord Winston. I'm pooped.
The same day that Pila Pila returned to Paradise Island, another visitor arrived. It was Bobby, floating on his giant pink globe. While Bobby was asleep, the speaking stones told of a magical creature that was going to come to the island.
On the Cape Beach will soon be born the child of Neptune, the prophecies have sworn. Defender of the waves, protector of the sea, she will be named Serendipity.
The fates had been kind, and when Bobby woke up, he discovered that he had safely washed ashore on beautiful Paradise Island.
So, it's about time you got up. Remember me?
Oh, it's you!
Here's breakfast.
What's this?
Oh, a city boy, huh? Let me help you get that open. Wait. Okay, now you can drink it. Well, go ahead, drink it. That better?
That was delicious.
You like it?
Yes, thank you. I was thirsty. Do you know where we are?
We're at the beach.
But do you know what beach? Huh?
Sure, Paradise Island.
Paradise Island. Oh. Do you know what this thing is, Pila? It saved my life when I was in the ocean.
I don't know. It looks like a big egg to me. It's a big egg. It's like the speaking stone said. It's their prophecy come true. Serendipity is here. Ah! What was that? This thing's trying to open up. Right, Caesar, go!
What's happening?
I don't know.
It wants to come out of there.
Kid, are you nuts? Get away from there! It's dangerous!
Hello, everybody.
Thanks for helping me get out of there.
Well, here...
Yeah, it's huge. It's prehistoric. It's a baby dinosaur. Get away.
Can't find the words to say. Woke up this morning to a big surprise. It's a big serendipity day. It's like a wish come true. An answer to a prayer. There's a deep serendipity feeling everyone can share. Every cloud has a silver lining. Every oyster a pearl. Every rainbow a pot of gold. In a big serendipity world. A happy ending for every story. A smile for every tear. Sunshine for each cloudy day. From the moment she appeared. It's easy to explain why we feel this way. Everyone's singing and everything's on. It's a big serendipity day. It's like a dream come true. So let's all shout, hooray! It's a magical, beautiful, super fantastic big serendipity day. It's a magical, beautiful, super fantastic big serendipity day.
Great news, Your Majesty. The prophecies have come true. Serendipity was born this morning on the Cape Beach. It's all happened just as the oracles had predicted. My princess.
Hey, where have you guys been?
Pila, do you need something from us?
I just wanted to let you know that I talked with Lord Winston.
He did?
Princess Laura has called a meeting this morning. It's about you.
Huh? There's a meeting about us?
Don't get excited. I'm going to find out the details right now.
Serendipity! I'm going down again! Boy, what the heck was that? I'm lucky I didn't drown.
It was like a flash flood, but it's not raining, Bobby.
Then how can you explain all of that water coming at once? I know. Let's go investigate.
What happened?
These are the aquanuts that Pila told us about.
I believe you're right. Why are you so sad, Aquanut? What on earth could make you cry so hard? Bobby and I are here to help.
Oh, no, it's worse than I thought.
Pila, what's going on with your aqueduct? sympathy?
When she's sad, they cry so she won't have to spend the day weeping.
But that's so silly.
That's the way they do things on the island.
Did you talk to Lord Winston?
I certainly did. The princess wants to meet you.
Oh, that would be wonderful. I've never met a princess before.
But, Sheila, you haven't told us yet what happened to make the princess sad.
Yikes! Better that you don't ask. She's so sad because of that boy.
Huh?
Hey, where are your manners? I didn't want to break it to you like this, kid. I know it's kind of hard to take.
But what happened?
It's a long story. It all started with a meeting.
Your Majesty, am I given to understand that you will not allow the boy to live on the island under any circumstances? Your Highness, you simply must reconsider. I know we've had some bad luck with humans, but Bobby is just a small boy, Your Highness. I think it's important to remember that he floated here on the very egg that brought us serendipity.
Princess Laura has spoken, and the royal decision cannot be questioned anymore.
It's foolish. Oh, excuse me, Your Majesty. I've always had nothing but the greatest respect for the way you've governed the island. You've always ruled wisely and kindly. But now I must disagree. Very well. If that is your decision, then I resign from my post. I cannot continue as your chief advisor when my advice on such an important matter is not considered. Please accept my resignation immediately. I can no longer do this important job.
Princess Laura greatly values your friendship and respectfully requests that you reconsider your resignation.
I'm afraid both our minds are made up.
So that's how the story goes.
Now we know.
Don't blame the princess. Bobby is a human boy.
And so?
That evil Captain Smudge is also a human. He wants the princess and the island for his own. So that's why the princess is sad.
Oh, I see. Serendipity.
Yes?
Will you please give me a ride to a nearby island?
Bobby.
I'm causing big problems living here.
Oh. Feel better?
I'll be okay.
Post number 6, outbound subject alert. It looks like Serendipity and Bobby. They're leaving us. See? So they're leaving the island right now?
Wait, Serendipity.
Hello, Commander. Bobby has asked me to take him to a nearby island. Will you please allow us to go?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, you can't stay, Bobby.
See you later, guys.
He's a good kid.
Yes, he's sure a responsible boy. He sure kept the island peaceful.
Now, if Lord Winston would just do the same.
Don't worry about Lord Winston. He always does the right thing. Yeah.
Oh.
Getting too hot?
Yeah.
Take a breath and then hang on.
Sure.
The boy has already left the island. Do you still intend to resign?
I must leave.
Your contribution to the island has been very great, Lord Winston.
I have been truly grateful for your help over the long years, Commander.
Goodbye, Lord Winston, and may you return soon.
And protect our island.
Bye.
Oh, goodbye.
Farewell!
We'll sure miss him.
Diplomats are hard to find, huh? I wonder who will take his place now.
I don't know.
Ah, Pila, you're instructed not to leave the island for any reason at all.
Jaws, I'm just leaving.
Hey, come back! Here!
Have a nice swim. All right, where did you guys go? You've got to be out there somewhere. Now, what's that thing over there on the horizon? What? It's Captain Smudge! Serendipity, Bobby! Huh? I'm glad I found you! Wait! Look, it's Pila!
Something's very wrong.
I just saw him. He's north of here. You've got to help! You've got to
Now,
help!
calm down, Pila.
Okay, I'm coming down. I'm coming down.
Stop flying, Pila.
I'm coming down. I'm coming down. I'm coming
Now, tell
down.
us, Pila, is someone in danger?
Captain Smudge has caught Lord Winston in a net and he's trying to hard-boat him.
How awful.
Help him, Serendipity, or he'll be killed. Wait! Follow me! Let him go! Let's go! I'll show you where they are.
Hold still, ye slimy fish, so that I can spear ya. You'll be exhausted soon enough.
Hurry, 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 hurry!
There's the boat. Bobby, can you swim on your own for a while? Sure.
Fare thee well. What's going on? They put me ship down. What happened? Help me!
Yes, thank you very much, Serendipity, for saving my life.
Oh, I'm so very glad you're okay, Lord Winston. Really well.
Eat seaweed!
Somebody help me! Me ship is a floundering!
I'll be right back.
What? A sea serpent!
What's she doing now? She saved Captain Smudge. We've been trying to get rid of him for years.
Serendipity's heart is full of compassion.
There's nothing wrong with that, but she should have let Smudge drown.
It was an act of mercy.
Oh. Was it?
Thanks for saving both of us, Serendipity.
Great job. Yeah, great.
You saved my life, Serendipity.
Thank goodness it's all over. Shall we continue on?
A sea serpent?
We must soon part company. I've enjoyed this time with you.
Are you going back to Paradise Island, Lord Winston? They really need you there.
No, I'm afraid I won't be. I've resigned my post there in service of the princess.
Then where will you go, Lord Winston?
her family nearby. It will be good to see them again. Finally. Oh, and how about you, Pila Pila? Have you not left the island for good this time or not?
As a matter of fact, I've decided to fly back there right now.
Still free as a bird to come and go as you please, huh? Well, have a good time.
See ya! Bye, Pila. It won't be long before I see you guys again.
Huh? Pila, what are you up to?
Well, nothing. I just thought the princess should hear that Serendipity saved your life. Sayonara! Hey, wait! It's not the princess!
Hey, look! Come back here! It's all right. Let her go.
What's this?
I have an important message for you all, but listen carefully. The princess sends greetings. She invites you all to return to the island.
But I resigned.
You are all given clemency.
Has she changed her mind?
The princess has received word of your heroic deeds against Captain Sparge and wants to reward you.
She does?
The princess also agreed to allow the boy to live on the island.
This is incredible. This is certainly wonderful news for all of us, Bobby.
It sure is, Winston. Shall I tell the princess that you plan to return to the island?
We'll return at once.
Very good. Good news, Princess Laura. Lord Winston and the others have heard your message and say they will return at once. Princess Laura thanks the royal messenger for his speedy delivery of her word. Of course. Lord Winston has come back. Lord Winston came back.
Princess Laura, I have returned at your command. You have made a wise decision. You won't regret it.
It pleases the princess to welcome you back to her court. It would also please her to meet Serendipity and the boy Bobby. Where are you all going in such a hurry? Serendipity, Bobby. I've come to tell you that the princess wants to see both of you tomorrow morning at her palace. Really? That's right. You're very lucky. Audiences with Princess Laura are rare.
Ah, I owe this to you, Serendipity.
Don't be silly. Wait until the princess sees what a nice boy you are.
I'm glad you're my good friend.
Me too.
Huh? Whoa! What the? Huh?
There's a pretty island where everything's so nice. Smack dab in the middle of the ocean, you will find paradise. If you go there one time, bet you'll do it twice. Out there in the middle of the ocean, you will find paradise. A special place where every face was born to wear a smile. And they make you very welcome there on Paradise Isle. And once you see that island, no matter what the price, you go back again and again because it's paradise.
What a big difference one day can make. So now the princess wants to meet you, huh?
Has she changed her mind about humans?
Who knows with her? She's been known to change her mind one day to the next, huh?
Excuse me.
Huh?
in Serendipity?
Yes, who are you?
My name is Guru Guru. My teacher, Professor Abraham, wanted me to invite you to a party he's having at his house tonight.
Professor Abraham?
That's right. He's the wisest man on the island, and he's very anxious to meet you two.
Oh. But why does your professor want to see us?
Well, to begin with, Professor Abraham is an expert on the study of strange species of life.
Are we really so strange?
The professor says that you and Bobby are the first of your kinds to visit the island.
Wow.
Do you think we should accept their kind invitation, Bobby?
Yeah.
He'll be so pleased. It's not much farther now. Professor Abraham, here are your guests.
Oh, I'm so happy you've chosen to come.
Well, how do you do?
Are you Bobby?
Yes. Hello there, Professor.
Well, Bobby, I wasn't far wrong in how I imagined you'd look. You understand I've never actually seen a human before. The only concept I had of you was from the data I've collected on your kind. And look at you, Serendipity. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
The stone oracles of the island have spoken of you often, and because of them, you are named Serendipity.
Yes, they gave me my name.
You are the fulfillment of their prophecy that a strange unknown being would be born to protect the island.
I know, but do you really think I'm so strange?
You're wonderful. Furthermore, you're unique. I have reason to think that you may be the only being of your kind, but we'll have plenty of time to talk about these things. Please come into my house. I have some friends that I'd like you to meet.
I'll catch him. It's agreed. Pila should be put on trial then? Why do we need a trial?
Excuse me, everyone, but I would like to introduce our guests. Allow me to present our island's newest residents, Bobby and Serendipity.
Hello.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Minda, introduce yourself.
I'm Professor Abram's daughter, Minda. I welcome you to our island.
We have several illustrious community leaders here today. I want you to meet Judge Smell.
Good to meet you.
Judge Smell is the island's authority on legal matters. The law here can be a very complicated issue sometimes, so we leave these matters up to him, you see.
The law doesn't seem complicated to me.
I can understand that. You wrote all the laws. This is Dr. Taylor. I am the director of the island's museum.
Hello.
Well, as it happens, we were just discussing a friend of yours. Pila Pila has gotten herself into some legal difficulties. And it seems that Pila Pila will have to appear before my court.
Poor Pila Pila. I hope she's not in serious trouble.
Don't worry, Bobby. The law here is very fair. And I'd like you to meet Yantro.
I'm the chief of police.
How do you do, Yentro?
Don't be hard on Pila.
That poor bird, he hasn't heard. They're going to burst his bubble. He's in trouble. Poor bird.
Love the way these flowers smell. It's better than the best cologne or aftershave.
You gotta follow the rules, play the game, or you'll end up with a ball and chain. Poor bird.
Pila Pila, you are under arrest.
Injustice! Here it is! I've been framed!
Watch your mouth, Pila.
Let it go! Unhand me,
Let's
you
go.
blue coat, you fuzzball! I want to see my life! I'm innocent! I tell you I'm innocent!
Pila Pila, you stand before this court today and an impartial jury of your peers to answer the charges against you.
I suppose you're going to tell me what the charges are.
You have been charged with leaving the confines of this island on several occasions without permission. How do you plead?
Those two monkeys in the jury wouldn't find their own mother innocent.
How do you plead?
Huh? I'm not guilty.
She's guilty.
Order, order. The jurors will refrain from convicting the defendant until the proper time.
Proper time?
The court will now hear the witnesses.
Huh? Oh, they're making my friends testify against me.
Bobby, both you and Serendipity are now under oath. It is against the laws of this island for anyone to leave without permission. Pila Pila may have broken this law.
Oh. I don't think I exactly
In view
want
of
the
these
island.
charges, Pila, have you any defense to present?
I point to my reputation, Your Honor.
Very well. Then let's move on.
What can we say? You got me.
To your knowledge, are the charges against the prisoner Pila Pila all true?
Have you ever seen her off the island?
Yes.
Very well. The evidence in this case is so strong that we hardly need a jury verdict. I pronounce the defendant guilty as charged. Next time you want to leave the island, get a permit.
What do you want, traitors? Oh! Look what you've done to me! You gave me away and now they put me in irons!
But we had to tell the truth, Pila Pila. We were in a court. And under oath.
What a rotten deal!
Pila Pila, where do you think you're going with that ball and chain?
You're not a bird. You'd never understand.
But you'll be free in just 10 more days. So just be patient.
10 days? It might just as well be 10 years. I want to fly. Oh! I can't stand to be chained up. I'm a bird. I have to be free. Somebody, please. Oh! The agony, the humiliation. I'm not cut out to be a jailbird. I should be sailing, gliding, winging through the air, not this.
Maybe you'll feel better if you have some breakfast.
Forget breakfast. I've decided that I'm going to escape and leave this island forever.
Pila, you can't try to escape.
I am. You can't stop me. There's nothing left to do but break out of jail. Stop! Don't try to interfere, please. There's not a jail that can hold me or an island either. There. You know, these locks are pretty easy to pick. You just have to have the right touch and voila.
You can't do this. Where will you go?
I'm free. I can go anywhere I want.
But Pila, you'll never be able to come back to the island. This is your home.
My home is on the wind. I'm through with this island. There's no one here I ever want to see again. Present company excluded, of course. I'll miss you guys, but the world is my oyster and my public awaits. Tell everyone goodbye for me.
Pila! She's gone. Do you think we'll ever see her again?
Just one thing left to do. Drop by and tell my shark friends they can soak their heads.
Halt! Pila, are you nuts? You're under confinement.
Eat my dust, hammerhead. Why don't you go get your teeth cleaned?
Grandma's gonna get what's coming to her.
Oh, I'm tired. Oh, it's harder to fly with this chain than I thought. Whoa, Nellie! Whoa! Oh, don't go in there. Uh-oh. Up. Oh, no, come on, up. Whoa. Ah.
She's all right? Who knows? Bobby, Peter's a strong flyer. Don't worry. It's almost dark. How will she know which way to fly? Maybe she'll be guided by a lucky star.
Pila, Pila. Oh, Pila, Pila! You'd think they'd bother to put a little more land in the Pacific. Oh, I've got to stay up. Salt water's not good for my feathers. Land ho! This is my lucky day!
Me name's Smudge. Smudge, that's me. I've had one too many, so steady me rudder. But any landlubber can see I'm tough as a barnacle, mean and I'm horrible. Oh, Captain Smudge, that's me.
Captain Smudge!
Ahoy there! Now here's a pretty present. She smells like a flower.
Oh, no.
That's gold!
What's all the ruckus out here?
Longshot, look what I found! This bird, it's a-wearing a chain made of solid gold. I know where it comes from, too. It's me mysterious island. They must have gold. They're stacked up like pig iron. Hold still, ye canary! Now take a look at this and tell me it ain't real gold.
Now that's what I call fine gold. Probably 18 carats.
Just like I said.
I doubt you'll ever find that mystery island, though, Smudge.
Now, of course I'll find it. I already know where it is.
Oh, no.
Within the distance, a bird can fly with a heavy gold chain.
I've seen a lot of good sailors go crazy trying to find that island. I've seen a lot of ships sunk and a lot of swabbies that plane never made it back. I'd forget all about it if I were you, Smudge.
You see, I've got an advantage.
Well, I wouldn't count on that bird being much help to you.
You think not, huh? Well, from me experience, that mystery island seems to protect its own. I think maybe me boat will be pretty safe if I have this bird aboard. I think I know where to look for this mystery island, too. I've seen some pretty strange goings-on on a certain part of the chart, like a pink sea serpent and storms that come up out of nowhere. That's where it is.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
I'm going to be rich. Rich beyond me wildest dreams. Rich enough to buy the biggest ship that ever sailed the 7 seas. Rich enough to buy the 7 seas if I want them. I'm going to find that island. Prepare me boat and put the bird on board. I'm sailing out at first light.
Oh, my!
Pila Pila's been captured?
Yes, Captain Smudge has captured Pila Pila.
But what does he want with Pila?
Smudge is going to try to find our island and is bringing Pila for protection.
Here?
Yes, Captain Smudge left first thing this morning. He's coming to the island to look for gold.
Oh.
Are you going to save her?
We'll try. Right, Serendipity? Right.
You be careful. Captain Smudge is dangerous. He's got a gun, too.
Pila Pila is our friend, and we have to try to save her.
It's a shame you can't talk, ye pile of feathers. If you could, you'd sure tell me where the island is. But you're just a stupid bird, aren't you? But I'll find it. Hey, and when I find the island, I'll be a rich man. I'll have a bounty of gold. I'll sail to port with as much gold as the ship can carry without sinking. Stay the course! Stay sharp on your post, matey. You're about to become the richest bird around. Keep her on an even keel, or we'll never get there. Where is that darn island?
Let's go
Where did you come from, kid? You're from the Mystery Island, aren't you? I have caught ye, and you're going to tell me where it is. First, tell me how you got on board. Tell me!
Serendipity brought me.
Huh? What do you mean by serendipity, boy? Hey, quit stalling and tell me what you're talking about. I want to know how to get to that island. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? No matter. We've got plenty of time. Now, tell me where it be, lad. Gotcha. Get back here!
Fly away, Pila Pila. Hurry!
Hey, stop! Come back here, I'll get you! You little brat. Where are you going? Oh! Oh! They're all from the Mystery Island. That's it. I finally got proof. I'm not just chasing a dream. It exists. It's real.
Over there is the library, and here is the museum where Dr. Taylor is the curator. Great. The university and law school buildings are all nearby. This part of the island is reserved for learning and education.
Really? No. This is where young Guru takes his classes from Professor Abraham.
That's exactly right.
All right. Bobby, I'll go and play with them for a while, all right?
Okay. You've got a lot of neat stuff. Wow.
Hello, Bobby.
Hi, Dr. Taylor.
I'm glad you're here, Bobby. There's something in the back that maybe you can help explain.
Where'd you get all this stuff?
We've been collecting it for years. All these artifacts help us to understand human beings better. But sometimes we just can't figure out what they are. Like this, for instance.
They look like coconuts. Look at that. Let me pick one
No,
open.
don't touch them, because if you pet them, they might blow up.
What's blow up?
Explode like a volcano. Boom!
So what are these, Bobby?
Fireworks.
What's that?
You shoot fireworks into the air at night, and they make beautiful patterns of colored light.
Huh? Volcanoes in the sky? So tell us, how do they work?
You point them at the sky, light their fuses, and then they will do the rest.
Then it will be like a volcano?
The sky is like a giant field of flowers with all the colors of a coral reef.
These fireworks are marvelous.
We want to see the fireworks. We want to see the fireworks. Fireworks, 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 fireworks,
What fireworks?
fireworks. Yay, fireworks, fireworks.
If we are going to shoot off these fireworks, we're going to have to do it right. I have designed a launcher that the fireworks fit into. Each piece must be cut out of quarry stone to these exact specifications so that everything fits. All right, you got that? Yes, we understand. Just leave it to us.
So, Bobby, I understand we're going to see a fireworks show.
Huh?
Bobby, the princess can talk whenever she wants to, but most of the time she lets the Aquanauts do the talking for her.
But how does she know already about the fireworks in the museum?
She learned about it from the Aquanauts, of course, but perhaps we should ask her permission to have a fireworks display.
Permission is granted. We all want to see the fireworks.
Thanks.
Everyone can hardly wait, Bobby. This is so exciting.
Dr. Taylor, let's go ahead and load the fireworks.
No time like the present.
Hey, Bobby! Everybody's looking forward to seeing your fireworks. Why don't you hurry up? Everything will be ready, but we have to wait until it's dark. Who has the fire?
I made the fire. I left it burning in Crab Cave.
Great. I'll just go and get it.
Right. Let's go ahead and load the other stands.
Finally, the fireworks!
Okay, let's try one, Bobby.
I've never done this before.
Come on, Bobby, make it go!
All right. But you'd better step back, Doctor, so that you'll be safe. Okay.
It's supposed to make a loud noise. Bobby says that's part of the fun. Oh.
All right. Is everybody ready? I'm going to light the fuse. Oh!
Oh, would you look at that? Is that beautiful?
Oh, they really are.
This is too beautiful to believe.
I say great.
Bobby, I can't wait. Light the next one. Light the next one.
Oh, wonderful.
Stupendous.
Magnificent.
What extraordinary thing.
It's so unlike humans to make something so beautiful. This is ruining all my theories about human nature.
It really is a beautiful sight, isn't it, Your Majesty? A marvelous thing, these human fireworks.
I know they're beautiful, but at the same time, they make me feel so frightened for some reason. I still greatly mistrust humans as human creation, and I'm afraid I always will.
The humans are a powerful race, but as with these fireworks, sometimes their power can be used for good, Princess Laura. Perhaps Your Majesty would prefer to return indoors where the sight of the fireworks does not trouble her.
Not now. Everyone seems to be enjoying the fireworks, and there's no reason to...
Warning, the island is in danger. Warning, the island is in danger. Captain Smudge has seen the fireworks. He will follow the fireworks until he finds the island. Captain Smudge means the island harm. He must not be allowed to find it. The island stands in great peril. Warning, 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 warning.
Captain Smudge, how could we have been so foolish? Get the princess inside. Yes.
The rocks are always right. Smudge is coming.
Smudge must have been prowling the area to find us. We'd all best get inside.
I think you guys are right.
Get inside! Lock your doors!
Everyone is terrified that Smudge will find out where the island is. We've got to do something.
Halt! Who goes there?
Just me.
Hello, Nori. Have you been keeping your ears to the surface? Do you have any new information?
Oh, yes. I've been following Captain Smudge's boat all day. He'll be here by tonight.
By tonight?
Yes, he seems to know our position, too. He's been preparing now to sail toward the island.
Smudge! I'll wait till I get my jaws on him.
There, now I've got them. There's no way my chart and compass can lie. Medlock, now set sail for Mystery Island. Aye, aye, kapoo! And make it snappy. This time, nothing can stop me from finding the treasure. Hard starboard, me matey! I'll soon be a rich man when I get me hands on the Mystery Island gold.
I think it would be prudent to evacuate the princess to another island.
But we'll have to act quickly. Captain Smudge will be here very soon.
And where can we take her that would be safe?
There are some caves on a distant island. The palace guards are well acquainted with them and can take her there at once.
You haven't asked me about this.
Huh?
I will not leave the island under any circumstances. What kind of princess would I be if I left my people behind to face this danger?
Your Majesty's safety is supremely important to everyone on the island. Nevertheless, I understand your feelings. Perhaps there is another way to protect you.
Does anyone have an idea how to stop Smudge?
Maybe we should give Captain Smudge another fireworks show.
Huh?
Do you think Captain Smudge would follow the fireworks if we did them off the island?
Yes, but there are no other islands that close by.
Yes.
That's it. I've got it. I know exactly how we can stop Smudge from discovering the island.
Huh? Can you do it?
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to convince us first.
Well, then, we'll give you every bit of help we can.
Okay, the first thing we have to do is collect coconuts and driftwood.
Now come 30 degrees starboard. 30 degrees starboard! If we hold this course, we'll run aground on the Mystery Island by early tonight. Our Mad Lark is the dream come true of a seafaring man like myself, to be rich with treasure.
Hey, Bobby!
Hi, Bronco.
Bobby, I don't know what you plan to do with this, but I made what you asked for.
It's exactly what I wanted. You did a great job, Bronco.
You're welcome. I hope it helps you.
Now, let's set the fireworks stands on this raft and tie them down.
Everyone, give us a hand.
What are they making? What are they doing? How is Bobby going to save the island?
Excuse me, Bobby, you're going to be needing extra fuses, aren't you?
That's right. Minda's making some for me. Bobby! Minda wanted me to bring you these fuses. Thanks a lot, Pila. She made the fuses all different lengths. Is that okay? That's how I wanted them. It's part of the plan to stop Smudge. Okay.
All right, let's load the fireworks. And be careful with them, okay?
Mad Lark, stay on course. Come starboard 60 degrees.
The current's strongest if you head due south. You can let it go from there, Serendipity.
Thanks a lot.
Take care.
Keep an eye out for the current. I'm coming too, Bobby! Pale, what are you doing here? I want to see the look on Captain Smudge's eye when you beat him. Aren't you going to sink his ship with these fireworks? What a great plan!
Any moment now we'll see me Mystery Island. We better hurry, though, because it'll be getting dark soon. Mad Larkin, how will you be spending your treasure? You can buy some birdseed.
If you're still looking for the current, it's right up ahead. Thanks, Pila Pila. When we get there, we can untie the raft and let it go into the stream. What? But the fireworks will drift off into the ocean. That's exactly what we want, as long as it drifts away from the island.
Oh, look, Bobby, there it is.
Let's stop here, Serendipity, so we can get ready. This current's moving like a river. Well, guys, shall we give Smudge his present?
Yes.
Hey.
Be careful, Bobby.
Don't worry. I will.
Okay, let's go. We did it.
Have you lost your marbles? The raft's getting away.
Hey, look, I'm back.
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I'll grab the tow rope for you. Does somebody want to explain to me what's going on around here?
The Mystery Island. They're setting off fireworks again. We've got them now. Mad Lark, there will be more treasure than this boat can bring back. Get a sighting on that firework. We'll steer straight for it. It's a few degrees off from where I thought it was. We're lucky they're not so smart. Guess they thought nobody would see the fireworks. Their mistake. I don't understand why we're off course the way we are. Something's not right. Did I get it wrong? Maybe last night I was so excited that I jotted down the wrong heading. Oh, I hate when I make mistakes like that. Well, this time I've got that island in me sight. Easy, Captain. There's another one. Why aren't we getting any closer? They're awfully far away. Hey, get up in the coast nest and tell me what you see up there, Mad Lark.
There goes another one.
All right, now come starboard 1 degree. I can smell treasure when we get this close to it. There's one. We've still got a ways to go. Let's have some speed. It's all ahead full.
That's the last one. Do you think it worked? I'm sure it did. Smudge won't bother us.
Oh, Captain Smudge, where are you? Captain Smudge!
What's with you, Long John?
Oh, Captain Smudge, I've been so worried about you. What on earth happened? You've been gone a week.
It's the most puzzling thing I've seen in all my years. You see, Long John, I was in the area and I thought I'd found them because they were shooting off fireworks every night.
Fireworks? And they were shooting them off?
That's right, like the 4th of July. I say you're using the fireworks as me guide. But when the sun came up, I still wasn't in sight of me Mystery Island. But I held the same course. We ran out of food and water and finally fuel. I'd still be adrift, except the passing steamer found me and threw me a line. Me and Mad Lark was rescued. He was happy to be saved, but really, I've never been so humiliated in all me life, Long John.
I told you. You better forget about that darn island.
What? And how come?
Because, Smudge, nobody's ever found anything out there but trouble.
I've seen their fireworks, and I've seen their pink sea serpent, and I've seen that bird with a gold chain. There is treasure out there.
Oh.
Now you take heart, Long John, and Mad Lark and I are going right back out to find that island.
Not again!
Oh, he's just a little tired. Take him and give him some food, will you, Long John? Thanks a lot.
You'd better go and get some food and rest yourself, Smudge.
I feel all right, Long John. I've got some work to do on the boat. Got to get ready to go back out.
All right, Smudge. I guess you know your own mind. The princess wishes to take a short tour of the islands.
Serendipity, will you go with her to protect her?
Commander, you going too?
Yes, of course I am. Yeah.
You don't mind staying behind, Bobby? You've got work to do.
Take care, Serendipity.
Thanks.
Goodbye. Bye. Good morning, Bobby.
Good morning, Peela.
Bobby, I'm worried about about the princess. She's been gone a long time, and we haven't heard a word from her.
She'll be all right. The princess is being protected by Serendipity, and you can't get very much safer than that.
Warning! Warning! The island is in danger! The island is in danger!
Danger! I just said you!
Be quiet,
Smudge is coming! Captain Smudge is coming! He means the island harm! He will not be deterred! Smudge is coming to the island! Warning! Warning! Smudge is coming to the island! Danger exists for the island!
Smudge is coming! Bobby, what can we do?
Let's go ask Mayor Walrus. He'll know what to do.
Hey, that's a good idea.
Walrus! Walrus, have you heard the prophecies of the stones?
The thing to do now is not to panic.
How can you be so confident?
Neptune always protects the island from any intruders. He'll throw Smudge off course with a storm of some kind.
Thank goodness.
Hey, Captain Smudge has been spotted. He's already inside of the island.
What? This is terrible. Serendipity isn't here either. The island's in great danger.
Hey, it's true. We have very few defenses left, and we'll have to think of something now.
If Lord Winston were here, he'd think of something. We need an idea.
Yes, but first we need to find more information, Pila.
I'll have a look.
And the sharks will continue to set up their defense in the sea. Very well. So long.
Walrus, will Neptune's storm try to sink Captain Smudge's
It won't be
ship?
the first ship to be lost on the outer rocks of the island.
What about Smudge? He could be hurt.
There's really no other way to stop him at this late hour.
Captain Smudge's fate lies in the hands of Neptune. He's a seafaring man, and he knows the risk that he takes when he confronts the sea. There's a fog ahead. The seas are getting rough. Rough seas! How does this storm come out of nowhere? These sort of things only happen when I get near the island. It's strange, I tell you, it's strange. Now the heck is what's going on? Keep her steady. Hold your course. Watch out for the rocks. Yes, stupid bird. Come ahead, you citizens of the deep. Let there be worse. Come on. I'm coming for the treasure. It'll take more than a little bad weather to keep me off the island. Blow me down. We've done it! We've hit land! Ho! I finally landed on the Mystery Island. Now nothing can keep me from the treasure.
Oh, poor Captain Smudge. He could have turned back. He's just too greedy. Well, at least the island's safe again. That was a pretty close call. What is it? Quick, Bobby, look over there.
It's Captain Smudge.
Look, he's alive. Oh, no. What are we going to do?
Let's hide and watch him. We'll see what he wants.
Looks like I'm alive, huh? So that's what hit me. This island's caused me enough trouble. Now it's gonna start paying me back in gold. Well, so that's it, huh? The time has finally come to start me treasure hunt.
Oh, no, Bobby. What are we going to do now?
Pila, I want you to stay here and keep your eye on Captain Smudge.
What?
Shh. You can watch him without being noticed. I'll go and report this to Mayor Walrus, okay?
Well, if that's what you want.
Good luck, Pila.
Hurry back.
What? Smudge is alive on the island.
Yes.
Where's Serendipity?
We all know Serendipity's not here, and we're just going to have to wait until she and the princess return.
We can't wait. By the time they get back to the island, the damage will be done.
Help! Everybody run! Help!
Don't panic. Now everyone remain calm.
Save us!
Baby, save my baby!
Help!
I'm the first to ever come here. I can't believe it. Now all I've got to do is find out where they keep the gold. This is tragic. They leave us in charge of the island for 2 days and we lose it.
Bobby, you're good with plans. Can't you think of something?
I've been trying, but I just haven't thought of anything yet.
Well, keep at it, son.
Bobby!
Yes, Pila Pila?
Mudge is traveling up the river exploring.
So he's away from the shore for a while?
Right.
That's it.
That's strange. It's awfully quiet here. It smells great out here. Too bad I'm not a lily-livered nature lover. Flowers are for land lover sissies, not a seafaring man like myself. Still, these flowers remind me of something, like they were a clue of some kind. Now I know where I've smelled these flowers before. They smell just like that bird. That's it! There's no doubt now that I found me Mystery Island. That's right, mateys. Me only interest in paradise is money. Lots of money. Did somebody say something? No one there. Maybe it was me imagination. I got to stay calm to get me treasure. The first thing to do is to get me boat fixed. Oh. Then I'll round up me treasure, get to work loading it on the boat, and leave this frilly paradise and head back to port where I belong. I can't wait to see the look on Long John's face.
This is a very fine hole, and with a little bit of luck, we'll catch old Captain Smudge.
This is a very fine pit, and with a little bit of luck, this'll be it for old Captain Smudge. Oh boy, this boy, I'd better catch Captain Smudge, 'cause if we fail and we don't nail, he's gonna hold us right. Gotta catch Captain Smudge.
Do you think it will work?
Sure.
Mommy!
Huh?
I just saw Smudge. He's headed this way.
Then everybody take their position.
All right.
Good luck, Bobby.
Hey, Bobby, don't you think you'd better get going, too? He's coming. He'll see you. There he is now.
Huh?
Run, he's going to see you. There's still time. Get going. Well, I'm going. Oh, my. Mommy! Oh,
Now I'm sure I heard voices this time. What? It's that dark kid. Stay right where you are, kid. You've got a lot of explaining to do. I've got you, and now you can tell me where the treasure is. Don't move!
watch out!
Now tell me, son. What's going on?
Pull it! Wait, get it! Yippee! Wait, get it! Pull the rope and make it snappy! I can't move. I'm afraid. It's Captain Smudge.
Hey, kid!
Hurry up! Bobby's in danger, you coward! You've got to help
Hey, what's going on? Let me out of here. I dropped me gun. This ain't fair. Let me go. Who put on the lights? Come on, kid.
Congratulations, Bobby. Thanks. You're our prisoner, Captain Smudge.
What are you gonna do with me, kid?
The princess has returned. Princess Laura has returned. She's come back to Paradise Island.
Who's out there with you, kid?
Hey, pipe down or we'll throw you in the lagoon, you big blowhard.
Hey, who's talking to me like that? Now, fuck you. Hopefully I won't get you. You really won't throw me in the lagoon, will ya?
I have heard the story of how Bobby and the rest of you saved the island from Captain Smudge. Bobby will be honored as a hero of the island for his skill and bravery in dealing with this terrible man who means harm to our peaceful island.
What shall we do with Smudge, huh?
And this island must be protected from this man.
Mm-hmm.
Let's throw the creep in the lagoon. That's where he belongs.
No, we're not going to do that.
The bottom of the ocean might be a good place to keep him, huh?
No, I won't allow that either.
Princess, we have to deal with this man.
Serendipity, please tell me what to do. All right. If I were you, I would send the captain back to his home where he belongs.
Huh? Is that what you intended to do?
Uh-huh.
All right, kid, what are you gonna do with me? You wouldn't dump me in the ocean, would you? Where are you taking me? This is me motivated. I recognize the sound of the SS Quagmire anywhere.
Just hold this course and you'll get back to port.
All right, kid, fun shoulder. Stop fooling around and let me out of this bag. Back to port! Back to port! All right, look, what if I promise to leave this island alone? I mean, there are lots of other islands with treasure, right? Ruby Rat! Ruby Rat! What is this? Is this me knife? Oh, what a relief. I was just kidding about that promise, boy.
Shall we go?
Yeah, let's go home.
Bobby knew that he could have sailed back to land with Smudge on the SS Quagmire, but the thought hardly crossed his mind. His home now was here on Paradise Island with his friend Serendipity and the others. Bobby loved Serendipity and his new friends so much that he decided to make Paradise Island his home forever and ever.
What's little on top and big in the middle and pink all over?
The answer to the riddle is my friend Serendipity, the pink dinosaur.
Serendipity do, serendipity be.
Wow, what a wonderful world we'd have if we all could be loving and caring, giving and sharing, like my friend Serendipity.
If you'd like us to send you a free Just for Kids video, here's all you need to do. Collect 6 of our Just for Kids videos and send us the proof of purchase for each, along with this card to Just for Kids, P.O. Box 4112, Woodland Hills, California 91367. That's all you have to do, and we'll send you a free Just for Kids video featuring some of our most popular characters. Be sure to look for these other Just for Kids videos in your store. See you next time.
Meet the award-winning film star who's capturing the hearts of kids all over the world. He's the Little Fox, the enchanting creature whose cartoon movie is a smash in Europe and is working its magic on American shores. Based on a best-selling children's book, The Little Fox is sure to be a treasured children's classic for years to come. It's the tale of Vic, the roly-poly cub, orphaned, then raised by a wise and kind uncle. Kids will be delighted watching Vic as he learns the ways of the forest, grows strong and smart, and falls in love with a foxy young friend. The personality of each creature of the woods comes alive in this top-quality feature the entire family will adore. It's a wondrous tale kids will love watching again and again. The Little Fox,